Hi, everyone. I'm Paul with MadCap Software. One of the really nice things that you can do when you upload your projects from Flare to Central is you can view reports about those projects. And so I'm talking about critical issues, just things that are wrong, or just general statistics about your Flare project. Now, you can see a lot of this stuff in Flare, actually all of it. You go to the analysis ribbon in Flare, and you can see all kinds of reports, the things that you can see in Central, plus a whole lot more. But it's really nice to have this in Central too, because it's just a reminder to you. And when you add what are called widgets to your dashboards, it just pops up and lets you know that there's something that maybe you need to look at. You should always look at these reports. Make sure that you don't have any outstanding issues before you publish your final output. So let's go into MadCap Central and take a look at the reports page where you can find out if there are any issues with your Flare project. So I'm on the home page of this Central license. I got a couple widgets in here, and I'm going to come over here on the left, select projects, and I'm going to open up one of my projects. I'll open up this module 1 project, and up at the top, we want to come over here and select reports. This is the reports view. And so you got a couple of sections here. You've got over on the left, this list. What are the critical reports? So these are the most critical problems that could come up with your Flare project. There are other things that Flare and the analysis tool in Flare can report on, but these are the handful of things that most often you're really going to want to know about and need to fix before you publish your output, making it available to your audience. And then when you select one of these, you get this information over here. Right now, this thing, broken bookmarks, is 0, so there's really nothing to show. Now, this page is going to get updated automatically anytime you sync your Flare project with Central. You push your files, your changes up to Central, and then this will just kick off automatically. But you can also initiate a scan manually by clicking this button right up here. Now, let's take a look at these issues that are shown over here on the left. So broken bookmarks. Okay, you create bookmarks in Flare when you're creating links, and there's something wrong. It's just what you're telling it to go to. It's not there. So we don't have any of those. Broken links. So this is a more basic form of a link that's wrong. So broken bookmarks is one kind, but broken links is just, all right, I might have a hyperlink or a cross-reference from one place to another, and it's incorrect. You need to look at it. So if I click on that, you can see that it populates in here. You got a graph at the top, and then it lists individually. All right, there's 5 problems. These are the 5 problems. And you just kind of look through the column headers to get the information about each one. So this is the folder in the Flare project where the problem's occurring. This is the actual file. It's a topic file in HTML. And this is the link. The link is trying to go to that place, and there's a problem with it. And this is the link text. When you go into your Flare project, you look for procedure 4. That's what you should see. That's where the link is. It's an XREF link, so it's a cross-reference link, and it's the file is an HTML file, and it's a missing link. All right, so you see all that, and this graph shows you each scan, the last 10 scans, and you can switch it to just show me the most recent scan or show me the most recent 25 scans. I've got it set in here to 10, but the grid is showing the information from the most recent, because November 20th, there are 5 problems. If I go back to August 23rd, there are only 4. So that's why it's showing 5 things in here instead of 4, or go back here to 2. All right. And then sometimes you will see bars in here where multiple bars where you have the same date, August 21st, August 21st, these first 4. Well, the reason why you see that is because you could have multiple pushes, multiple synchronizations between Flare and central in a day. In this particular day, there were 4. And so there was a slight change here. It went from 2 problems to 3 problems. Okay, that is how this graph works for issues. Now you just kind of work your way down here on the left, broken snippet links. All right, so you got a snippet and a topic where you've inserted a snippet, but it's not inserted correctly, and this is broken. Unconditioned, undefined condition tags. So maybe you change the name of a condition tag set or something like that, and it breaks. Undefined file tags, same thing for file tags. Undefined glossary terms, same thing there. Undefined variables, yeah. So you got, in this case, I've got a couple in here where something happened along the way where the actual variable, maybe the variable name changed and the link wasn't updated. Something went wrong here. And so, yeah, you just kind of look through these and decide, all right, or you understand that this is where the problem is. You go back into your Flare project, you fix the problem, and you sync again. And then this should change. The numbers should go hopefully down to 0. One other thing about this page is you can also toggle the graph on and off. So maybe you like to just see the grid. So you just click that to see the bar chart or not. In addition to critical issues, there are maybe just some statistics that you want to see about your Flare project. So let's check that out. Back on that same page, all you need to do is come down here and you got this section on stats. Okay, so you get to see how many images. This is a small project, so I only have 17 images in here. Segments, that just means phrases or sentences. Snippets, how many snippets do you have in this thing? How many topics, how many words are in this? So that might be of value to you to see this information. When you click on one of these, it's a little different than what you see when you click on an issue up here. When you click on a stat, what you're going to see is the grid shows information about all these things, no matter which one you click on. So you're going to see images, segments, snippets, topics, words, all the way. And it shows you for each place where you had the scan, how it changed over time. All right. Now, the part that changes is the graph at the top. So I selected segments. So now the bar graph changes to reflect that, but this information is all still the same, and on down the line, clicking each one of those. And once again, it's the same page, so you can toggle this on and off if you want. Now, one of the really nice parts of this reports feature is the ability to add widgets to your dashboards. Now, at the beginning of this video, I showed the home dashboard where I have a couple of widgets on here. And not only do you have the home dashboard, but you got the projects dashboard. So each individual project can have its own dashboard. This one doesn't have any widgets on it yet. If I want to add a widget to either dashboard, what I can do is click this button right here, and then you select what widgets you want to add. Here's the reports one. So I could add that, click that, and click add. And it's going to add this little tile. And then you can come in here and you can select the project that you want and the exact report that you want. All right, so you can do that. I'm going to remove this because I think there's a better way to add reports widgets, because chances are you're going to want to add more than just one report widget. And it's, just time consuming to add one at a time. But if you come in here to the reports page, you can add them, a lot of them at a time. Now, this is the same button in here that lets you add one at a time, and you can select either the home dashboard or the project dashboard or both. But this button up here is really nice because you click that and I can say, hey, I want to add this to both of my dashboards. And what widgets do I want to add? Maybe I'm interested in all of these. I don't have file tags, glossary terms, but I have all these others. And I decide I want to add widgets for all of those things. So I click add and it adds them. So I come back to my dashboard and there they are. All right. And if I go to my home page, there they are. And so this is really, really nice because you might have gotten busy in Flare and you sync your project files up to Central and you think, I'm getting close, I'm ready to publish my output for people. And then you forget in Flare to run the analysis on your project. So you come in here and your eye scans down here and you go, wait, I got 5 broken links. I've got 2 undefined variables. And so you click one of these and it opens it up right to that spot. So you can deal with these, fix them, resync from Flare to Central, and hopefully you're down to 0 again. So widgets are really, really cool, really useful. There's lots of good stuff for reports in MadCap Central. So what I would recommend you do is use those things in addition to the analysis ribbon in Flare, because you just want to make sure that you have all your bases covered and you use the central reports and the widgets just as a final check to make sure everything's cool and no issues. All right, so that's going to do it for this video in this series. See you in the next one.